Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a review of a slasher splatter horror video nasty from 1978, and tonight's movie is Mardi Gras Massacre. This movie is about an Aztec priest who arrives in New Orleans during Mardi Gras to revive a blood ritual of human sacrifice to an Aztec god. So basically, this movie's a blood feast, but at Mardi Gras with less cannibalism. And actually, it has even been stated that this film is actually a remake of Blood Feast. So our film opens with a title screen which sits there and shakes for about 30 seconds before cutting to a bar where two hookers and the dialogue is so badly edited and you can barely make out what they're saying over the music. And they meet a John who wants to know who's the evilest hooker. And so he pays the evilest hooker and takes her back to his apartment, I guess, and he has her stripped, lay on a slab where he puts on a mask and robe, ties her down, and then cuts her foot and hand before removing her heart. And that's literally where I stopped writing because this movie was already so super bad. I did finish it, but now a slasher film set in Mardi Gras in New Orleans during Mardi Gras is a perfect idea. I really hadn't heard about a film like that since the Hatchet trilogy, but they're not really set in New Orleans. They're set in a swamp near New Orleans, so they don't really count. This one is actually set there, and this film is like any Herschel Gordon Lewis movie, but worse. The acting is really bad. It's not even so bad it's good. It's just a cringe-worthy bad. The sound mix is a lot worse. Camera work, lighting is okay. The writing is also very very bad. The characters are very lifeless, and you guys know that I don't usually complain about these things. But when these characteristics are found in a movie that is as boring and as unentertaining as this, it's kind of hard to list these things as even slight positives. It's just, this movie's kind of on par with Drive-In Massacre, another 70s slasher film video nasty. And this one's just as boring and unentertaining, and I'd definitely say I didn't say it's not as bad as Drive-In Massacre, because Drive-In Massacre didn't have the amount of gore and decent kind of shitty effects that this movie has that keep it a little bit entertaining. The editing is really really bad, and the effects are probably the best part of the film. I'd probably compare them to something like The Wizard of Gore, and not a great 70s slasher film. But even these amazingly cheesy effects and 20% of the time entertainingly bad dialogue still can't keep this film from being as boring as Begotten. It's just not a good movie. Even if it's so bad, it's good sense. There's a good amount of TNA, but that's not sufficient enough to keep it entertaining. The music is kind of good, I guess, in a sort of cheesy stock music way. But the big complaint I have about this film is that all of the death scenes are the same, or all the murders that are committed by the Aztec priest are the same. He literally takes them to his apartment, ties them down, cuts their hand, cuts their foot, and then cuts their heart out, and that's it. And that happens like 3 or 4 times. So, yeah, it's really, even the gore scenes get bland. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like The Corpse Grinders, and 10 being something like Brain Dead, this one's a 5. It's decently gory, but it's still not good. The film's premise, while it is kind of original, it doesn't do anything for the film to make it any better or worth watching. I'm sad that I wasted an hour and a half on this loaf of shit. I'm going to go maybe watch a better movie or watch something entertaining now. 1 out of 5 stars. Anyway, guys, I'm BiscuitBoo690. Links to the Facebook page, Twitter account, and Rotten Cotton T-shirts, who provide my horror T-shirts, are all in the description below. Be sure to check all those out. I'm BiscuitBoo690, signing off. Peace.